This feels unmatched in some way. The feeling is unmatched. There's something that you're going to experience with love. There's something that you're going to experience with money that feels unmatched. Okay? That's what I like about this energy. And that's only one card. And I've been on for close to 4 minutes. Some of you are dealing with a water sign, particularly a Pisces or a Cancer. Could be Scorpio. Okay? Could be all three. It could be anyone, but I see either Pisces or Cancer. You are dealing with also possibly a Gemini or a Virgo here. This is what I'm seeing. This is for Taurus. Let's see what else comes out here for Taurus. Oh, this is you. Oh, this is you. Love it. This is you coming out here. You have been feeling very restricted. Some of you have been feeling like your love life has been dead. You've been feeling like just in general, nothing has been going right for you. And I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, this is a mummy coming out of the tomb. Okay. You're being resurrected. This is you. There's been a lot of dark days. You have a whole lot of old memories that need to be completely cleansed and washed away, rinsed away, wherever you want to say it, right? But to me, it's almost like you are being revived. This could be money revival. This could be your spirit, because remember, Hierophant talks about spirit, talks about your faith, right? So this could be your faith in something, someone, your faith in love, your faith in your family. There is something that's being revived in you, about you, or around you. And again, that Magician card that's the banger right there. So you see how you are. This is you, Hierophant, Taurus. You are being revived through a miracle, or what appears to be a miracle, because you believe that it will not happen. You believe that it will take a miracle for you to get exactly what I see that's going to be happening for you, which I will be saying specifically in a minute. But I like the fact that this is coming out and the mummy is there, and you're going to be stripping away these restrictions and this dullness, this boring energy that you guys have been in. Oh, life is so dull, it's so boring. There's no color here. There's no fun. And so this is what you're being revived from. You're manifesting it. Some of you are really good manifestors. Shout out to you for that. Very good manifestors. Extremely, how can I put it? Spiritual individuals. A little bit more than Sagittarius. I know they always say Sagittarius is that way. I see y'all, for some odd reason, I see more spirituality. And I'm not saying that Sagittarius isn't. I'm saying that anytime I pull the cards, you guys come out in a more spiritual way than other signs, than almost every other sign that I've read for. You guys come out more in a spiritual way. Okay. There has been something that you've been missing. There's been something that you've been yearning for. I feel like there is something that you may feel that someone has stolen from you. Someone has, taken advantage of you, or, someone has your heart. Because there is someone that's always on your mind, or something that has been constantly on your mind. And there is a subtle hint of depression here, sadness, where you not feel motivated just by this read. Hold on. And that miracle card, that Magician, is like, I got you. I got you, Taurus. Let's get Taurus. Let's see. It's so funny. This card comes out almost every time I do readings. It's just so funny to me. 3 of Wands. A lot of you are definitely dealing with a water sign. Some of you are in hurricane areas. I feel like a lot of you could be living in Florida, or you could be living kind of in those areas where you have to worry about that. Get some insurance. But I feel like this is mostly saying that this is for those who live in those areas. There is a particular person in your energy who is a water sign. who has interest in you, but they're keeping their distance. Now, I'm saying that. I said exactly what I said, and it does not mean that it does not apply to the rest of the Tauruses, but I'm saying those who are in specific areas, more sunny areas, more southern areas, southern, that's the word, southern areas, Tauruses, there is a water sign who is around you, but I feel like they are keeping their distance and they're not letting you know how they feel. Okay, that's one thing I can tell you. Now, someone that you have been dealing with needs to make a decision about you. They're not telling you that you're not their ideal. You're like, well, what are you talking about? Yes, how dare you? What are you trying to say? That I'm unattractive? No. We know that you're attractive. Hierophant is coming out, meaning what? You bring beauty, wealth, attractiveness to the person. It has nothing to do with that. Remember, if I'm saying how this person believes or what this person thinks of you, they believe something is missing. They have an idea about what they want. Now, it could be programming. Okay? It's something that they believe. Now, you're coming in with all of this. You're coming in with all of this abundance and this beauty, but you are wondering why your person is resisting. You're wondering why are they not giving, and you're just being patient. You're kind of waiting to see what they're going to do, right? You're kind of like, okay, let's just see. But you have no idea why, right? You have no idea why. You're like, okay, I'm a good person, like I'm attractive, I'm doing all like why are they acting? It's because they don't know. See, it could be the idea of you, right? It's like you're not the ideal person because you may have high standards and they're used to someone who they can walk over. So you're definitely not their ideal. So you don't always have to look at it as if you're without. But you're dealing with someone who may not be able to handle you with your big Taurus self, right? They may not be able to handle that. And so now here they are, and they're like, let me see what I should do. I don't know. They're on rocky ground. Because remember, this is them right here. This is, this is them. They're like, what should I do? I don't know. They're kind of scaring me. This is you. Here you come. Here you come with your big ship full of abundance. Okay, they're scared as hell. They're like, oh, I don't know about them. So yeah, you're wondering why your person is pulling back and they're not as open with their feelings and their emotions because they are not sure about you. Maybe you just start dating, or if you've been dating for a while, the feelings are starting to bubble forth and then, they're pulling back a little bit. Okay. Oh, yeah, King of Cups. Baby, some of y'all are definitely dealing with a water sign. Some of y'all are definitely dealing with a water sign. That I can tell you. For those who are in a connection, let's just say for those who are dealing with a connection, and you're in a connection, you've been talking to each other for like a good month, you're in a connection. Not saying you're in a union, but you're in a connection. You don't like the way that this person is treating you. I don't even like the way that this person is treating you. I don't like it. There's problems with how guarded someone has been, and it's been talked about, but it's starting to be problematic. And it's like, okay, well, we had this discussion, right? Like, we've been dating long enough where we should be having a little bit deeper conversations, or things should be moving along a little bit further than what it is. But like, why? Like, what's happening here? Something isn't right. Now the tables are starting to turn. Now you're kind of like, now you're not my ideal. Now you're starting to be someone that I'm kind of wishy-washy about because you're not really doing what I think that you should be doing at this point in time. Now imagine, that makes sense if you're dating, but imagine if that is the feeling if you've been with someone for close to a year and you're like, about somebody. You've already kind of thought about, like maybe had conversations about living together or how it will be if you got married and all this other stuff, but you're still a little iffy about them. Someone is afraid. Someone is scared here. Someone is afraid of the disaster of what it will be if they fully commit into this, and they're just not telling because they don't want you to go anywhere, obviously. Let's talk about your money for a second before we even really get into love. Let's talk about money. My camera is crooked. That's going to irritate me. I apologize, y'all, because when I do Zooms, I kind of adjust it for that. I'm sorry. Tomorrow it'll be a little bit better. Let's talk about money for a second. This looks good. I don't really know what you're doing, but this is like Miss Independent. Mr. or Mrs. Independent. Like you're doing your own thing. There's new ideas. I love the fact that Gemini is coming out here because it is very much so, especially where Uranus is a freedom energy. By the way, I just said that, right? Freedom. Okay. What is going into Gemini? Uranus. So this talks about technology. Some of you guys are going to be doing things in the technology. Your new job is going to have something to do with technology. You may be the ones that's creating the robots. You may be the ones that's putting in code. You may be the one that is, in some way, shape, or form, like the mastermind behind some new technology advancement. Okay. But either way, I definitely see that there's going to be something new that you will be doing because it's on your own, you're safe where you are. This feels like either you have your own place where you are working out of, like a space, how sometimes you may rent out a space, or it could be in your home. It could be something like that, right? But I see something new that you're going to be committed to, okay? And I love the fact that this is talking about expansion. You're going to be expanding your horizons on how you're going to make your money, how many ways you're going to make your money, because I just don't see Tauruses making only one source. I feel like there's something else about your money where it's coming in like in different ways. And you're actually letting your hobbies, some things with a hobby, it may not be like, the bee's knees. I'm not saying that you're getting a whole lot of money, but it's even making me feel like some of the hobbies that you do, you can make money off of that, even if it's just a hobby. You may do it on a weekend, something like that. I see that that's something that that you guys will be entertaining as far as finances. Other than that, so far, I don't see anything bad here. Have you experienced something probably bad with money? Most likely, okay, for some of you, because not everybody is in a good position financially. But this is definitely expansion, hands down. But Uranus here is, I don't know why I kept saying Uranus, but I said Gemini, so this one made me think Uranus. It is unexpected change in good ways for you, coming across different people that can assist you and help you in some kind of way is what I see, because I see expansion. It's a good change. I mean, you can't run away from that. It is a good change. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to clarify. This is just so amazing. Oh my gosh. Your reading is awesome. The very fact that you started off with the Magician card is already letting me know that it does not matter what we see from here on out. You're going to be provided for. You just have to have the faith that it will happen, because a lot of y'all have been destroyed in some way. And your faith that have been shaken. Let's go ahead. Let's get the Magician. Let's get 2 cards. Magician. Okay. Oh my God. I already knew. I already told you. Look at this. Wow. Now we're going to go ahead. Remember I said your faith has been shaken. You got the Tower. Tower's coming out with the Magician card. You also have fall. You also have abundance. Didn't I say sudden change? What does that say? Sudden change. Mars is a inspired action. It puts the heat up under you in order to get things done. That's number one. Mars is fire. Magician is what? Mercury ruled, which means what? It starts with the mind. This is the reason why I said that I see that you guys are manifesting. You have an idea. If you pay attention to this card, notice what's here. You have that. I didn't say anything earlier. You see how the sword is laying against that? You see how the sword is laying against the table? Oh, yeah, you're about to pick that up because that's clarity. I don't know how I'm going to make this money. I don't know where I'm going to be moving to. I don't know what's going to happen in the future for this particular situation. That is saying, I'm about to give you the idea. God is like, I'm about to give you the idea, but what do you have to do? You have to take action according to this Mars card. You're going to have to do it. This literally says, though, be careful. Because you have the sword here, and this one says what? Aggression, anger, impulsiveness. No one says that it's going to be easy along the way, depending on what you're doing. No one said it's going to be easy, that you're going to get this abundance. But be diplomatic. Be strategic about how you move, the way you think, and the type of information that you give out. I will say give out none. Keep everything that you are planning to yourself, okay? I'm also seeing heavy sex with that. Crazy. Just crazy. Because here was Leo. This is the self. This is you. This is attraction. Mars is lust. There is a dominant male energy, whether it's the one that's watching or it's the one that will be coming in dealing with the feminine energy. This person is attractive, but I will say their approach and what they want, they go after it. That's the thing that's going to get you going, because this is confidence. This is ego. This is pride. Here it is, the king of the jungle. This person comes up in here and you're just like, who is that? That is literally how you're going to be thinking. I don't know if you've even met this person, but your energy is, wow, who is that over there? Now, this person is showing in your reading, which means this person will be a part of your life in some kind of way. But I definitely see divine masculine energy here that will be giving you pleasure. Let's talk about it, because this is Taurus. That is Taurus. This is pleasure. Abundance deals with pleasure. Here it talks about fruits of your labor. This is a harvest, and your time has come. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what you believe that won't happen. Okay? Someone who's fair. I love it. This says this someone who has high self-esteem. We love that. We love a high self-esteem person, right? It says someone who is fair and just, someone who is devoted and heart-centered. Okay, they're not coming in here, worrying about what they can get off of you. They already got it. So they're not trying to come in here trying to get nothing from you. They just want you and your time and your conversation, and in a good way. You get what I'm saying? Let's get you. Here you go. Hierophant. Let's get Taurus. Let's see what's going on with you, because we see who's coming up in here. And we see what you're going to be experiencing with that Magician card. Your time has come. Let's get Hierophant. I didn't like the way that felt. Oof, I knew it. Damn it. Taurus, why do you have an attitude? What are you irritated about? What are you irritated about? You might be like, yes, I'm not irritated. Yeah, you will be. You will be. You will be. Hurricane season. Remember I said this earlier? Remember I said hurricane season earlier? Storm brewing. Remember I said hurricane season earlier? I don't say that every time this card come out. See, the thing is that you know how you can sometimes see little small injustices, right? Your family could be doing things that's irritating you. People at your job could be things that's irritating you, could be doing things, right? Your friends, your lovers, that type of thing. You're trying to keep silent about it. But then something happens. Boom. Mars. You had these two cars sitting at the table at the same time. Unfortunately, that's not a good pair, because you get to a point where the water bubbles forth. The steam is now hollering because that is that much pressure that has been built up in you because of what you feel is unjust. And it is someone, okay, that is going to do something to you who you feel is doing you wrong. Because what is the opposite of justice? Did wrong. And this is how you're going to respond to it. Now, we've seen that for a while, right? We've been kind of seeing that for a while, where there's something that is tipping you off. And I've seen some people in the comment section was like, yep, it happened. I went to jail. Only for a night, though, because they end up fighting. Okay? And this is what I'm trying to tell you. No matter what it is, what you see, because see, remember, this is hitting the Hierophant. This is, also the battle, like we said earlier, it has something to do with your faith. Maybe because something isn't working exactly the way you want to, but this is why I say you must hold on. You still are winning, or you will. But there is something right here. There's something that's sitting in your subconscious. It's the space. It's the inner and outer world. You are literally in between worlds, between where you are now and where you are going. And because you don't quite see exactly how it's going to work, certain things, certain people are triggering you. And I'm telling you. This is landing on you. This is not landing on anybody else. I like the fact that Shauna said it. You are the one that's being triggered. And how are you going to respond to it? It says, this is not the time to take action when you're upset. Right? We don't need you to burn down the house. We don't need you to tear down the house, which is what we're seeing here with the hurricane or tornado, right? We don't need you to do it. Think before you act. It says what? No reflex. Do not react. It's the same way when you're at the doctor, they hit your knee and your knee automatically, your leg go up. That's what it means. Do not react to something that you know is going to get your ass in trouble and you're not going to be able to get out of. Or you end up saying something that you're going to end up regretting. High Priestess is showing at the bottom of the deck, which says what? You have to be smart about it because you can see through it. You'll be able to see through your problems and then you won't react the way anybody, you know how other people may react that way, but for you, you don't have to because you can see through it. You already know, you see the end of it. So you don't have to respond the way everybody else responds because you already know that success is going to be yours anyway. Now, I like the fact that this is also hitting you because it says, yes, there are different things that you may have experienced, but the universe is going to fix whatever has happened to you, those breakdowns, relationships that got torn up, something that may have ended with somebody, and eventually you're going to be feeling like you're on top. But we have to be real about it. If you're fighting with someone, and it doesn't end the way that you want, I'm not going to ever say that this is not painful because it is painful. That's the reason why some of this has something to do with your feelings. You're trying not to feel. There's something about your energy where for you, you're trying not to see things or not face things the way that you have experienced it. Because I want to be honest, if this is a relationship, this has been pretty nasty. That's why it says, you're in the middle of the season. Some of you, you're right in the middle of it, and then it's going to be like, boop, it's just going to go away because that's what the storm basically says. You already know who this is. You already know that something isn't right. We said brewing. Something is brewing. Some of you guys have secrets. And someone is going to confront you about it. Are you going to be, you know, with that Leo energy? Are you going to, how dare, you know, that's where the ego comes in. You know, somebody confronts you about something and all of a sudden you get real arrogant. Like, how dare you question me? And like I said, I was saying this earlier, I don't know where the ball is bouncing, which side is doing what, but it is very well possible that that could be happening with you as well. Someone confronts you because of what they feel that you're doing. Now let's go ahead. Let's get the Three of Wands here for Taurus. Oh, you guys be having cars falling out. It'd be a whole bunch. Let's see. I like this. Okay. All right. You got new beginnings at the bottom of the deck. Y'all, oh my God. Here we go again. Is that a confident king? I mean, I'm a divine feminine, so that's just why I'm saying it that way. Is that a divine confident king or queen? Here it is again. You guys love people who are just so, you know, dare I say alpha? Is that like an appropriate word to say? Do people even say that anymore? But you guys get what I'm saying. Okay. You guys like that energy. Okay. You really do. But I like the fact that there's someone who's going to come into your life who's going to be real supportive. Now, this goes back to what we said here with that abundance energy, something that you do not believe is going to happen. Yes, someone who's very dependable is what I'm saying here. Okay. Some of y'all have been through some ups and downs as far as your health. Okay. You've had some scary situations as far as health is concerned. I see that you guys are going to be okay, right? Because I do see the victory energy here. But just looking at this, it just looks like, is the sound going out? Can you guys hear me? Are you guys able to hear me? Or is it just like really bad? Oh no. You said I'm clear now? We got two more cards, y'all. We just got to get through the two cards. Okay, the sound is fine. Okay, they may have to come. Okay, all right, okay. I just want to make sure that most of you guys can hear. All right. There could be someone who is traveling overseas, someone who could be in an army, or someone who lives overseas. You know, I know people don't do pen pals anymore, but this could be someone that you guys have been talking to that lives overseas, or maybe they were born overseas. It could be any of those things, right? Because I kind of feel like this is someone who's going to be very supportive of you, and maybe they have a different background, right? Because I still feel like maybe family-wise, there's something that feels different about this person. Okay, that's number one. But there is someone who's going to come in and be so like, there's going to be someone who's going to come in and be so encouraging, because you keep getting cards that's saying supportive, someone believing in your dreams, someone that's believing in you. And this is the person that's really going to help you expand in some way. I don't really know how, but there's going to be someone who's going to be helping you expand. And because this is talking about waiting, because remember, this person is waiting for that boat to arrive, to rescue them, to help them, to provide for them in some way. Can you guys hear me, or is it still really bad? Is it still really bad, y'all? So they had to go out and come back in. I wonder why that's happening. I wonder what's going on with that. Because, baby, when I'm on a roll, I be on a roll. I don't be trying to stop. Healing Heart says, I can hear you great. Okay. Okay, so spiritually anonymous said it's been okay for her. Okay, because baby, when I'm on a roll, I'll be on a roll. I don't like when I be, because sometimes I don't even look at the chat. So I'm glad y'all look at it. Let's just finish with this. Remember, Three of Wands, it's like whatever is in that boat that you guys are waiting for, that is what you're going to be receiving. That is what you're going to be accepting into your life. So not only did it says new things is on horizon, which is perfect because the horizon, you wait for the sun, right? Remember, you're waiting for it. That's what's coming out here. It says be confident about that. Be confident about that. Believe in your own power. Someone comes in here believing in you. And it says that someone who will come in here is going to be a very supportive person, a soulmate, someone who is dependable, a faithful companion. Isn't that amazing? I love it. It's going to be a new experience that you're going to have with someone in particular here. This is what you've been waiting for, which is what I said before. This is what you don't believe. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get to this King of Cups. Let's see who this person is here. King of Cups. Let's get to the King of Cups. Let's get to the King of Cups. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus. Mercury. Mercury was the planet that came out. So Mercury talks about communication. Mercury talks about small, well, it could be travel. Mercury could have something to do with business, commerce, that type of thing. Overseas, traveling. I keep hearing something dealing with overseas. But Mercury just popped out. That was the only one that turned over when I was shuffling. Let's get the King of Cups. Let's get one more. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Look at that loyal king. Someone who you're going to end up establishing something with. I love it. King or queen. Because I get people in the comment section talking about, yes, you don't do stuff for divine masculine. I'll be like, yes, I do. I read the way I read in a way that like the thing, like it depends on the reader, right? It depends on who's the person that's reading. Okay. So I say man, right? Okay. I'm just saying it in that way, but it could definitely be either or. Who is this divine king or queen, baby? I was saying that. Look at that divine partner. I've been having y'all pegged all night. This is the person. This is the person of interest. You may know them. Now, I like the fact that it literally says this could be a girlfriend, fiance, spouse, love interest. It could be anybody. Okay, this could be anybody, but it is someone that you're going to be interested in. This is someone who you're going to love deeply because remember, the King of Cups is mature love. And then you came out with the twin flame. You guys already know I don't believe in twin flames. I believe in what? Intense soul connections, but I don't believe in like twin flames in a way that, oh, it's going to be hurtful and all the other stuff. I don't deal with all that. I did like, are you guys going to be together? Is it going to be nice? You can only have that. The only way you can get something that's going to be healthy and long lasting is the lily. You can't have that all back and forth. You and this person ain't gonna be together, and because they married, they're attached to somebody else. Ain't nobody got time for that. Anybody got time for that? Okay, that's just some people. That's how some people live their life. They can choose to live their life the way they want to, and there's no shame in that. But I'm saying that not everyone resonates with that energy. Okay, no one resonates with that. Oh my God, this is painful, baby. Ain't nobody want that. Okay, start developing autoimmune issues and all that other stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that. Here it says there is, okay, now this is the King of Cups. Some of you are dealing with something with legal. Legal. Why is this coming out? Let me get another card. This is definitely legal. Or you're signing papers, signing a contract. What is this dealing with? Is this a house that you're signing? Because I definitely you're being told to make sure you look at all the fine print. Make sure you look at everything. Oh my God, you got stable again. You got boss. You got Careful aim. Lord have mercy. It got even better. The more that I pull, it got better. It just got better. The magnifying glass is clarity. It started off with the Magician card, the very thing that we talked about. It even got better for you. Take a closer look. I want you to see, Taurus. This is what Spirit is basically saying. I want you to see exactly what you're going to be experiencing. Here it says, because this is the Archer, this is number one. It's saying there's going to be someone who's going to shoot their shot. There's going to be your goals, whatever it is that you are aiming for. You're going to be right on target. This is what this card is saying. You're going to be right on target. You know, does it have something to do with court? Here it is. We talked about that right before this card came out. This does say judge, by the way. Okay. So again, I don't know. That part I just kept seeing even before this card came out. I don't know. Just kind of felt like paperwork or something dealing with court. Okay. So just keep that in mind, because if you do, you're going to end up, and I'm just telling you the type of personality that this judge has. This judge could be a little nasty. Okay. I don't really like the way that this judge attitude is. Making money out of your house home. I think I've told you guys that before. Even here, like I said, there could be a restraining order. Oh, yeah, restraint, and then judge, because it has protective order here because of someone who could be a little abusive, or someone who's been mistreated. I usually don't like to see the real negative thing, but I do see that. I do see that. This could be considered like a stalking card in a way, right? Someone who may have a little bit unstable energy here. So I definitely see that you are going to level out in a really good way. Financially, I already told you financially, your money looks absolutely terrific. There's going to be a connection that you're going to experience that's going to be a lot different from what you have been experiencing. Because to me, a lot of y'all have been dealing with someone, like I said before, just the tables is turning. They are not necessarily the ideal partner. And maybe it just took a little bit of time for you to start seeing that. But that's just something I'm seeing, okay, just based on the cards that fell out on the table. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull a few cards here. This is going to be for Taurus. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus. Definitely a separation, because this one says that they cannot escape this connection. So even if y'all fight, but for some odd reason, they keep coming back up in here. Some of you are going to be experiencing that. They're dealing with other people. This is crazy because it does look like this person may have been out. They were dealing with other people. They've been using other people as a way to get you off their mind, that type of stuff. It ain't working. It ain't working. Because I already told you, you're abundant, right? Here you have passion. Remember, I told you I saw sex. We ain't going to have to go into all of that, but I already told you that one. Ooh. There's the waiting energy. We just talked about that. A lot of you could be holding on to hope for something that's just not really working. Somebody could be addicted to something. I just see depression here. I see that someone is suffering like from sadness. I don't want to say depression because I cannot diagnose, but I do feel like there is someone that you're dealing with that may have an issue with like frequent sadness, right? And so they do things in general to keep their mind off of it. And this could be you as well, okay? This is why they deal with multiple partners, to stay distracted. This could be someone who drinks a lot. This is someone who may have destructive behavior. Like I said before, I do see that for some of you, you could be dealing with someone where, I kept saying it has something to do with court. They were very impulsive. Here with Mars card, talks about impulsiveness. And, they do have destructive behavior. They cannot restrain themselves. So now they have a restraining order, or there's a protective order that's actually showing in this reading. Okay, that's just a few of you. But I definitely see that for a lot of you guys. I do see that you're waiting for something to occur, which it will. But I see you at this like standstill. You're just kind of like in this beautiful, waiting area. Okay, with a nice little waiting area with crystals and all of that. It's a beautiful space because you're almost about to you're about to be the belle of the ball. Okay. But I definitely see some waiting here when it comes down to love. And this also can have something to do with your money too. But things are going to get better for you because it is brewing. This is where it says that there is going to be some type of breakthrough. You're on the verge of something here. But this is what I have for you here, Taurus. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I will see you back here again tomorrow. Bye.